Okay.
The Danish people came here because their economy was so bad, and they came to the United States. But they settled in the colder parts, the Dakotas, Wisconsin, Iowa is a big Danish community, Nebraska and through there. And like everyone else, they came out to California. And so this area was settled by a lot of Danish people who were dairy farmers. There was about 35 dairy farms. And the primary architecture was Spanish, and the mission that we have here was the one that was the primary look and feel of the valley. But the Danish people, one of the things that they had always done when they were here in the United States and do it back in Denmark, was the older teenager went to what was known as the folk school, which this is a folk school here, or the college school. And you'll see a model of the college school in the back room there. And they went to the school to keep their language, their philosophies and dancing, and to learn how to handle their business affairs as they were getting older. So the people with the more money, they could send their children back east to get that. But so they decided they wanted a community somewhere here in California, and around San Francisco had a large area of Danish also, and they looked at both areas, but they chose this area because of the weather, and it didn't cost as much. Mm-hmm. And so that was in 1911 when two teachers and a minister came out and decided to make this a Danish community. They named it Solvang, meaning sunny fields. And this was the first school they built right here. That was Vogue School, and it's now located where the Bit of Denmark is on Alice South, the Bit of Denmark restaurant, if you've seen that. And let's see, where's it? Lost my train of thought.
Oh, that's okay. That happens to me all the time.
Did you know? Do you know if they bought the land from? They didn't buy it from the Spanish, right?
No, it might even say in one of the other rooms where they bought it, how they got the land, but they did buy that. And then, I know what I wanted to mention about the folk school. The folk school, what happened was all of the children who go to the regular public school, the primary purpose of the folk school was also gymnastics. And so the children from age 5 to 18 years old, boys and girls, had gymnastics every day before they went to public school. So in the morning they had to bicycle over and get those gymnastics and go to school. So they were tired by the time they were 18. They were glad to not have to do that anymore. And I said in those days, what did the girls wear? Because he had a man and a teacher. And you'll see that also in the back, his name and everything. They said they wore bloomers. And so you'll see a picture of them in their bloomers here in one of the displays in the back. And Solvang began to look like Solvang. It was after World War II. Some of the soldiers coming home wanted to turn this into a Danish-looking community. And so they built the windmills and brought them in. And the Danish look, it was agreed that all buildings from then on, after World War II, would have to have the Danish look or be Danish. So this home here was built in 1949 to 1952, and it's built as a real genuine Danish farmhouse. It's supposed to be a late 18th century Danish farmhouse. That's why you see the latch door. At night I just pull in this string and the door is locked.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
That's pretty cool.
that's how they lift the latch door.
How neat.
Yeah. And this home was built by two artists, Viggo and Martha Bryant Erickson. The fireplace is an example of their work.
Wow.
That's Adam and Eve, and the animals at the top are Noah's Ark.
Cool.
And as you look around and see all of the ironworks, like on the door and there, he designed it, but an iron artist, a local iron artist did that, worker did that. And on this side of the door, you see over here, it's hand carved, and it's a scene from a Danish play called Elverhøj, meaning Elves Hill.
Here, let me
And this is the actual play.
That's such a nice door. I didn't notice when we came in.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this year they're wearing gauzy dresses in the play because they're the morning mist. And he named his home the Elmer White House.
That's here in Solvang.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that looks like an old Hollywood movie scene.
How long have you lived here?
I've lived in the valley 45 years.
45 years.
But I wasn't acquainted with the
Sorry.
Danish community at all until I
Okay.
started volunteering here.
Oh,
And
nice.
so there are other people who are more knowledgeable than I am.
You're pretty knowledgeable.
And out back, we've added a building to the property. It's a diorama of Solvang, showing Solvang in the 20s and 30s, and it'll be very interesting for you to see.
Okay.
And I make bobbin lace. I'm over here. This is handmade lace,
Oh, by you? Where?
right here.
Handmade lace.
Oh, wow.
And in Danish, it means knickling. That's what we say. So,
Are you Danish?
no, I'm German.
Close enough.
Here, this is the way, first way lace began. This is a loom, and people were always near starvation in Europe. And in order to make money, you sold to the royalty or the very wealthy. And so, well, this is picture
That's
stricken.
where you
Queen
get
Elizabeth, huh?
those.
But this is how the how these collars were made with the pins and the bobbins.
Oh, my goodness.
And these here are even three-dimensional, so you can make it stand up. I
Wow.
brought a very simple piece today. I brought this because it goes very fast, and it also is only one stitch to show you that it's the pins that make the pattern. You can see how lacy it is. And it got very, very elaborate with the faces and
Wow.
everything there.
That's a lot of work.
Men, women, and children all made lace.
There's a lot of arts and crafts in the Danish community, right? That's so cool.
Uh-huh. Well, they're very near Russia. You know, Russia has beautiful, probably some of the most beautiful crafts there. My children have been in Russia, and they brought home some of the most beautiful things I've ever seen. Anyway, this is just always two pair makes a stitch, and I just do cross stitch cross. I'm actually weaving, and
Just by moving them?
yeah, can you see the two colors here?
Yeah.
This is my weaver, and I'm going to weave right through, and I'm going to be, now I'm on this side over here, and I wove through those 4 blue ones. Now I'm going to put a pin in the hole. The holes are pre-punched. I think of a player piano with music coming out of the holes,
Yeah.
and if I put the
It
pin
is
in
kind
the
of
hole,
like you're playing the
now I
piano.
used to have lots of lace here to show you, but she hasn't got she cleaned it out and took all the lace away. She hasn't got it fixed back yet.
It does say coming soon, updated.
Yeah, so you can't really see what, but this is how it was done, always with 2 pair. It doesn't matter how elaborate it is, you're working with 2 pair.
That's such a talent. I don't
I
have
know.
any skill.
I didn't even know they made lace. I thought
this
it was
is-
just all prefabricated.
Well, it is now today, you know, they make machine lace now.
Yeah.
But now the more newer thing is laser lace. And that way you can use any kind of material you want. You're not working with threads. There's no weaving, no sewing, no knitting, no crocheting, no nothing.
Yeah.
It's just printed, it's just burned into the
Right.
fabric. So then you can use any fabric. You can use leather, any kind of fabric you want. In making this, you can use other metals, like gold and silver was used, and I have some friends that come down.
Metals?
Yeah, copper can be
Wow.
spun this fine, gold and silver can
Oh
be
my
spun this
goodness.
fine. See how fine the gold is up there on that
Yeah.
hat? And that's hand done with needle.
Wow.
Like this here, and so they made, we have a family that makes copper bracelets with this.
Oh my goodness. That's
You can-
very, very
You can
interesting.
even use human hair, so.
Oh my gosh.
And, another Danish craft that's pretty interesting here. I was wanting you to speak for me, but I'll have you help me pretty soon, I guess. I'm going to tell you that Hans Christian Andersen, who was the author of many books, you know, of the children's stories, he did paper cutting also, and we have a local artist. That's black paper cut with scissors on white. This one right up here, if you can see. And all of these are his cuttings. This is all done with scissors.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
And this, when
I
I was
love the
talking about
hats.
laser.
I know. I was
Love
When I was
that.
talking about laser, the trees there are cut with laser. They're not cut with scissors. This is all our local artist. That's all his work.
Oh, how cool.
And the cards are his
How
work.
cool.
So paper cutting is a Danish art. This started in Belgium over here, the lace did, but it spread to all the countries. So they do knippling now.